See how your life has changed when you begin to apply just the red letter stuff.
Just that.
Bless those that curse you.
My God.
Pray for those who despitefully use you. Do good unto them that speak evil of you.
Yep.
Just do Matthew 5.
Yep.
Just do one chapter. That's all he's asking.
Come on, preach.
And see what happens in your life.
My God.
One chapter! The Beatitudes. These are the attitudes we ought to be. And if you get over into Matthew 6, when you pray, when you give, when you fast. Well, it's not if.
Right.
When? Right.
When?
Do you see how we have a tendency to forget the simplicity? Larry Bird, basketball player. Famous, incredible. You know why he was so good? The basics. I mean, he was talented. But Larry did the basics. 200 free throws after the game. What are you doing, Larry? We're going to go out and get a cold one. I got to do mine. I got to shoot 200 baskets. But you're more talented than me. I don't have the talent you do. I got to go back and do the basics. But look how many years he was in longevity. They had DUIs. Okay. Okay. Today in the 21st century, we are seeing a restoration of prophetic gifts in the church. It's happening right now. And people are being swept away by the real prophetic in a good way. And they're being elevated quickly because the prophetic will cause you to grow rapidly. A motorcycle can get places that a car can't. Which would you rather be in an accident? In a motorcycle or a car? And why is that? You're more protected in a car. Well, the prophetic can go places regular ministry can't. But you can crash and burn too.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of people in the last few years that start to operate in the prophetic that have real prophetic gifts. Accurate. And then something happens to them. And they get off. And the other day, I was with a friend of mine. And we walked into a prayer service. And while we were there, a person who I respect in the prophetic came up after. And instead of coming up and saying, David, who is your friend? Thank you so much. Who is your friend? I believe I have a word from the Lord for him. For me to introduce, for them to follow prophetic protocol. And them to say, I'm not sure, but I sense I've got a word from the Lord for you. Could I have permission to share it? The person would have said, absolutely. You know, I want a word from the Lord if you've got something. Instead, they came up. And there were people present. They were mature believers. This person came up and they began to point and prophesy like they're in the office of the prophet. Versus the simple gift of prophecy for edification, exhortation, and comfort. They began to do it, thank you, as if they were in the prophet's office. God's gift to mankind that the Trinity had turned into a quartet. They're the fourth person. The Godhead has accepted them in as the only voice on the earth. And they began to speak things that didn't witness my spirit.
Okay.
I know the person well. I know the things that are going on with him in ministry and in life. And things could not be better. Traveling to different nations. Doors are opening up. I know things that people don't know. This person says, I know. The Lord has shown me and the Lord says, you've been going through a difficult time. They began to prophesy about things that weren't true.
What?
And then they said, but God's going to bring you out of it, but not yet. It'll be another season.
What?
This person's getting ready to go into international field where books are going to be written in different languages. He's going to meet with some of the highest ranking officials in the nation. And I'm standing there somewhat shocked because the person who's doing this, I respect in the Lord. And I've never heard them miss it before. But the last few months before this happened, there was a shift in that entire ministry.
Yeah.
And something had gotten a hold of the leader of that thing. And they got off.
Wow.
And I've been praying for them, and I've been watching.
Wow.
I've been saying, Lord, because, you know, believers can miss it. Believers can get off base. That doesn't mean they're not believers.
Right.
And guess what? As a prophetic minister, you might miss it. But is your heart with the Lord? That doesn't make you a false prophet because you missed it one time. It means you missed it. What makes you a false prophet is when your character doesn't line up with Scripture, or you're misusing the gifts for personal gain. And we're going to find out what happened with Cain, Balaam, and Korah, and we're going to see the character flaws in them. You guys ready to go on this journey? We've taken a little while to warm up tonight. I apologize.
That's good.
We're getting ready to get in the groove. Here's what happened. The person then whirled on their heels and went off like their Superman cape. Had to go off to the next prophetic utterance. So I didn't say anything. I was dead. But let me tell you what. While this person was prophesying, I was looking. And there was two other people present. There was me, the person that was prophesying to, and this person's assistant in the ministry they're in. And I looked at the eyes. And when I looked at the eyes, I saw a dark shadow over the left eye. Often indicative of a spirit that's a familiar spirit that's attached itself to them based on pride.
Okay.
See, you can prophesy today and you can prophesy tomorrow.
Whoa.
Peter said, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." Jesus said, "Flesh and blood has not revealed this unto you, but my Father which is in heaven." Peter, your spirit is in connection. Now let me tell you about the things I must do. Jesus says I must go, be crucified, this and that, be raised from the dead. Peter's like, "Stop it! What do you think you're doing? Jesus, you need some theological correction, brother.
Right.
Come over here. I'm a prophet. You know. Matter of fact, you just verified it. So I've just heard accurately now. Now I'm going to have to rebuke you for this, Jesus."
That's what he said.
Now that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
There you go, rebuke Jesus.
And Jesus says, "Get thee behind me, Satan.
Indeed.
For thou hast not in mind the things of God, but of
Man.
You're out of alignment, Peter. Get your spirit back in alignment with God. Your soulish thinking has taken over and your spirit has become subordinate to your soul, and now you're in trouble, and now you went from prophesying to prophesying just like that.
Word.
Do you see how quick it can happen? I know nobody in this congregation has ever done that. You've never given an accurate word today and then given one where you missed it tomorrow? Because you got into your natural man thinking. Anyway, long story short, the person they went to the other nation, the power of God fell, all kinds of new doors were open. They're right now in another nation ministering in crusades. While they were at my house, I called an accurate prophetess friend on the phone, and I said, "I want you to minister something to a friend of mine." And she said, "Okay." She says, "If the Lord gives me something, I will." Actually, she had called me for prayer because her whole church was under attack. The pastor, all the ministry staff, all of them were sick, unexplained sicknesses. And she didn't have anybody in her own congregation in leadership that could handle that level of warfare. And she sent me a text message. 911 help. And so I called and I had my evangelist friend with me. I said, "We need to pray for her." So we prayed, and it was about maybe 5 minutes into the prayer, bam, the power of God hit, and she was free, and she began to jump and leap and praise God. While she was doing that, the Lord gave her a word for him. And this is what she said. She said, "So-and-so, I really appreciate you praying for me. And David, thank you. I've got the breakthrough." She said, "While we were in prayer," she said, "the Lord, I believe, gave me a word for you, so-and-so." She said, "I know you don't know me." She said, "But David knows me. And if it's okay with